Hello, T. Rodney Davis here, welcoming you to this video. If you are new to this channel, I would like to say welcome to the channel. And in case you are a regular viewer of the channel, then I would like to say thanks for tuning in. Now, today we have a very important discussion. And so for those of you who are used to my 5 to 10 minute videos, I would like to say this one is going to be much longer than 10 minutes because the time I need to deliver the message that I have will certainly be more than 10 minutes. Now, as a diversity visa applicant, you have surely heard about case number analysis. Some of you have conducted searches concerning case number analysis, and most, if not all of you, have watched some video concerning case number analysis. But there are things that those who continue to conduct case number analysis are not telling you. And those are the things that I will be telling you in this video. Now, to begin, let me say that as the diversity visa program is nowadays, there are certain things that you should not focus your attention on. There are certain things that you should not waste time on. And unfortunately, case number analysis is one of them. Now, why do I say case number analysis is something that you should not waste your time on in the diversity visa program nowadays? And the answer is very simple. It is because case number analysis does not apply in today's diversity visa program. In a moment, I will tell you what applies in the diversity visa program of today. But first of all, let me define the context in which case number analysis was very effective and very important. Let me begin by summarizing what case number analysis is about. Case number analysis is about determining your position in your regional queue, and based on that, predict your chances of being scheduled for interview in the diversity visa program. It answers questions like, when are you likely to receive your interview notification? Or when is your interview likely to be conducted? When you conduct case number analysis, those are the results that you should get at the end of the day. But let me ask you, those of you who have conducted case number analysis concerning your case number, did the case number analysis that you conducted tell you what your chances are of being scheduled in this year's program? Did it tell you when you are likely to receive your interview notification? Did it tell you when your interview is likely to be conducted? The answer to all of that is no. So why engage in it if in fact it is not producing the result that it should produce? Not because something has been done in the past or something was done in the past, and so you should just continue doing it. You should do things according to the current context. Now, let me explain to you the context in which case number analysis was relevant. Case number analysis was applicable in a certain context. In the context where the scheduling of interviews was based on the position of case numbers in their respective regions. Now, you know, when the diversity visa lottery results are released, applicants see their case numbers, but they do not know the actual position of those case numbers in their region. So if we should take, for example, the numbers that we have on the screen as the lowest case numbers in a region, a case number like 11 could think that they are in the 11th position, whereas they are actually in the 4th position, as you can see. The missing numbers are numbers that do not exist. So the actual position of case number 11 in that region is position number 4. Now, it was by means of case number analysis that case number 11 would get to know that they are actually in position number 4. And it doesn't just stop there. Case number analysis would also indicate that because you are in the 4th position, close to the beginning of the queue, you have high chances of being scheduled for interview. And you can expect to receive your interview notification at this time of the year. And your interview is expected to be conducted at this time of the year. All of that happened in the context of a single regional queue, and all those predictions were made possible by means of case number analysis. So, as you just saw, case number analysis was relevant when interview scheduling was based on the position of case numbers in their region. Nowadays, interview scheduling is no longer done based on the position of case numbers in their region. It is done according to the queue of the embassy where you are supposed to be interviewed. So instead of you directing your effort, directing your focus, wasting your time, conducting case number analysis, you should use a strategy that is appropriate for the current context. So what is that new strategy to be applied? 2 simple things you should follow as the program progresses. And the first of those things is the monthly cutoff number for your region. Now let me just give you an example. Let us say you are an applicant from the Europe region with a case number of 30,000. If you should conduct case number analysis for the Europe region with 30,000 as your case number, it's going to tell you that that is a good case number. You have a good chance of being scheduled for interview. But if at the end of the fiscal year, the final cutoff number for the Europe region is 28,000, what becomes of your case number analysis that you conducted on your 30,000 case number? A waste of time. And then the second thing that you should focus on, that you should direct your energy to, is the situation of interview scheduling at your embassy. Those are the 2 things that will determine ultimately whether your case will be scheduled for interview. Let's consider this second point. Let us say you are an applicant assigned to the embassy in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. You have a case number of 20,000. You have conducted case number analysis. That's a very good case number from the Africa region, 20,000. But if at the end of the day, interview scheduling at Addis stops at 18,000, it means that not only will you not be scheduled for interview with a case number of 20,000, your case number analysis that you would have conducted would have just been a total waste of time. Take Accra as well. Not good performance so far. If you are assigned in Accra with a case number of 30,000, case number analysis of the Africa region will indicate to you that that's a good case number. But if Accra at the end of the fiscal year should stop interview scheduling at 28,000, the case number analysis that that applicant with a 30,000 case number would have conducted would have also been a waste of time. So instead of you focusing your attention or wasting your time on case number analysis, direct your effort, your attention, your focus to those 2 things that I just named. So no matter what case number analysis has already suggested to you, follow the simple method that I have presented to you in this video, and at the end of the day, you will not be disappointed. Even if you are not scheduled, you will have already seen it coming. Now, let me make a number of comments. The first comment concerns analysis. Don't get me wrong, I did not say do not conduct any analysis in the current context of the diversity visa program. No, that is not what I said. That is not what I'm saying. The SEAC data that is released is meant for analysis to be conducted. But if you use that data, it should be to conduct analysis that is relevant to the current context and not analysis that is no longer relevant in the current context of the diversity visa program. There are other analyses that can be conducted using the SEAC data. I'm not going to go into them in this video, but if they are relevant in the current context of the diversity visa program, then go ahead and conduct them. But if they are like case number analysis, which is no longer relevant in this context, then don't waste your time conducting them. That's the point I'm making. The second point I wish to make is that there will be people who will watch this video and they are going to refer to it as nonsense. But what I have to say to you is that you have already conducted case number analysis. That I know. Now, this is something else that I'm telling you that should be in the place of case number analysis. It is left with you. Compare your results from case number analysis with the results of what I'm telling you today and see which one actually makes sense. Now, in case you are not in the position to determine which one makes sense, 6 months from now, it will be clear to you which one makes sense. So let whoever wants refer to this as nonsense. My third comment concerns the Nairobi embassy. Now, it may not be good news for some of you who are assigned to the Nairobi embassy, but I'm still going to share it with you. At the end of the first 3 months, we saw that the performance of the Nairobi embassy is very good. 26,400, and everyone is like excited about those statistics. Now, what I have to say to you is, in case you are assigned at the Nairobi embassy and your case number is still far from the current interview scheduling range, then it is too early for you to begin to celebrate. Now, why am I saying this? It is true that Nairobi started off very well, but currently we do not know the policy of the Nairobi embassy regarding the DV 2024 program. There have been cases where embassies begin the year very well, but they have a policy that they are going to interview diversity visa cases actively for a certain number of months. For the time being, we do not know whether that is the case with the Nairobi embassy. If that is the case, it means that after a certain number of months, Nairobi will suspend diversity visa cases. I'm not saying that is what is going to happen, but I'm telling you that that is a possibility based on experience. So keep your celebrations for now and watch what plays out at the Nairobi embassy. If interview scheduling goes up to the end of the fiscal year, then that's good news for everyone. But in case it doesn't, then there are applicants at Nairobi embassy who will be affected by that. Now, some of you may be asking, how do I know all of these things? The answer is from experience. I was actively involved with the diversity visa program before COVID-19. I was actively involved with the diversity visa program during COVID-19, and I'm still active with the diversity visa program up to today. Now, for those of you who do not know my website, I'm going to include the links to relevant articles that I wrote years ago on my website in the description of this video. Click on those articles, read them, and perhaps you will understand where all of this comes from. And my final comment goes to those of you who watched my last video. In that video, I said that was the part 1 of the discussion, and that sometime this week I would publish another video which would constitute the part 2. Well, this is the part 2 of that discussion. And that brings us to the end of this video. Thanks for watching it. See you very soon, God willing, in the next one. Goodbye.